Welcome, Repton community. I'm just joking. If this is what you were expecting, guys, when you saw Mindfulness with Mr. Sparks, nice calming music, me talking calm, and some candles, you're in the wrong place. Hopefully, we'll get to that point. Hopefully, we'll be able to do some guided relaxation techniques as we go through the course. However, the series has been set up to help those people who've never really come across mindfulness before, who the term is pretty much new to. They might have heard of mindfulness, but don't really know exactly what it means or how to utilize it, how to use mindfulness within their lives. Now, in school, we have done a few of the mindfulness techniques. We've done our power-ups. I've talked to you a little bit about focus and using mindfulness. But this series is really for those of you who have understood the benefits of it and now want to develop your understanding and start to utilize and use the tools more regularly within your lives. If you are already a mindfulness pro, if this is something that you're already familiar with, you know loads of the mindfulness tools, then you probably are just looking for a guided relaxation session, in which case, head over to YouTube. You'll find people who are much more professional than I at guiding you through mindfulness relaxation. And you will have that core understanding and knowledge to be able to make a success out of that session. If, however, you want the basics, if, however, you want to start to learn more about mindfulness and in a more relaxed way, then I'm here for you. So let's start at the beginning. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a way of knowing or seeing what's happening in your own head clearly, but without getting entangled by it or carried away by it. Mindfulness is a way of being aware, and being aware or seeing means that you're not lost in thought or mood or situation anymore. It happens to all of us. It's a standard human feature that we become lost in certain scenarios, certain thoughts, moods, situations, feelings. Mindfulness is a way to snap out of it. Now, I'd like to just quickly tell you a little bit about how mindfulness has been useful to me and to people that I know. Before I do, I just want to tell you something that you probably don't know about me. Before I was a teacher, I studied psychology. And psychology is the study of the brain, the mind, human development, and learning. It's a very interesting, but also very, very scientific subject. The reason I'm telling you this is because, as well as my love for art and creating, I'm actually quite a scientific person. I like to find things out, I like to investigate and experiment, and I like to test theories. I like to see how stuff works. That's why I'm interested in mindfulness. And this is how I want you to be with mindfulness. I want you to experiment with it. Now, the reason that I refer to mindfulness as a superpower is because it literally has the power to change your world. It is a superpower, but it's a superpower that everyone has. You, your sister, your brother, your parents, your teachers, your next door neighbours. everyone. The difficulty is that most of us have forgotten that we have this superpower. We haven't exercised our mindfulness muscle, so it's become weak and now it doesn't work properly. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, in these sessions, I'm going to be talking to you and giving you some exercises, some challenges, some activities to complete to help you to give your mindfulness muscle a really good workout. And as you do these activities, your superpower gets stronger. So I mentioned to you earlier on that I like to view things from a scientific perspective and I like to investigate things. Well, I have investigated mindfulness for quite some time now, and I want to tell you specifically some of the things that you might experience if you start to practice the exercises. Like if you do exercises every day, you get fitter. If you run every day, you get better at running. If you lift big, heavy weights, your muscles get bigger and stronger. The same with mindfulness. The more you practice mindfulness, the better and more powerful you get at using your superpower, your mindfulness superpower. You might find that you can focus for much longer. You might find that you don't get as upset by things that might have really upset you before don't have the same effect on you that they once did. You might feel happier and more relaxed, more contented. You can become a better listener. It can have a big impact on your focus and attention and listening skills. Um, Another really nice aspect of mindfulness is that it can help you to appreciate things more. It can help you to put value into things that previously you might not have valued. So when I call mindfulness a superpower, it really does have some incredible benefits. When I spoke to Mr. Jakes about doing these sessions, I did say to him that they would be about 10 minutes long each session. So I'm going to try really hard not to go over that session today, which is hard because it's the introductory video. It's to let you know about what we'll be looking at and to talk about the sessions. Um, the next session, if you join me for our next video, we're going to be looking at one of the top tools for mindfulness, and this is called breath awareness, or as I like to call it, your super breath. So I'm going to sign off shortly, but I would love it if you could come back and take a look at the next video in our series, which will be all about mindfulness of the breath. Thanks for joining today, and I look forward to seeing you at the next session.